Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Into the Light. Thank you so much for tuning in and being here today. So, today's pick a card reading is about what do they want to say to you. So, what do they want to say to you? This is their honest, most authentic truth. This is going to be very interesting. So, we have 3 piles to choose from today. We have pile 1 with the rose quartz, pile 2 with the sunstone, and pile 3 with the lapis lazuli. So these are your 3 piles to choose from today. Let your intuition guide you to the pile that you feel will resonate with you the most. And without further ado, you can find your timestamps in the comments, but also in the description box below. All right, let's get started. All right, so for those of you who have chosen the rose quartz, welcome to your pile. So what do they want to say to you? Their most authentic truth. Let's get started. So, start the tarot. We have strength, 4 of swords, 7 of pentacles. For your oracle cards, we have vision, and we also have round and round. Do you guys remember that song by Selena Gomez? Like, round and round, never gonna stop going. That is such an old song. Okay. And for your Lenormand, we have the path, and we also have the tree. Okay, so let me actually move this down here. Move that there. Okay, sorry for the little bit of glare. That makes it look dark. Okay, hold on. There, that might help. Okay, so what is their authentic truth? So because I see this vision card right here, I'm going to grab the deck for this because whenever this card comes out, it talks about like something that's going to be awaiting in the future. So I'll have the cards right here on the side. But let me read them first for you, and then we'll pull another card. Okay? So, those of you who have chosen the rose quartz, where did that crystal go? Oh, here it is. I'll just put it to the side. So for those of you who have chosen the rose quartz, I always like to put the crystal beside the cards because sometimes I'll like click on a reading and be like, wait, did I choose the right pile? But once I see the crystal, I know I did. Okay, anyways. So, we have strength, 4 of swords, and 7 of pentacles. So I'm going to explain what is here first, and then we'll go into what they want to say so you can kind of understand what I'm picking up here. So with the strength card, this person feels like a really strong connection between you two, very heavy connection. Like they feel like this can really last a long time, like your relationship together with them can last for very long, like very strong. But there's something here that may be blocking you two from, being in a very stable, steady union. So even though, you have that strong connection, it's not very steady or stable as of yet. And I feel like there's a feeling that this person, that they want to, see if this relationship will stand the test of time, which they really truly believe it will, but they're not too sure if you would be willing to, nurture the relationship for the time being, like to make sure that it stays strong. Because with the Seven of Pentacles, like he's harvesting something, there's a tree back here, and there's also a tree showing up here in the lunar month. So when you see these two together, you see that, especially with the Seven of Pentacles being the outcome here, that this person is really having a lot of critical thought about your relationship, and they're really trying to wait and see, like, how's it going to end up? How will it, work out? So, this relationship will last for a long time, but there will be some challenges. There will be some times where you have to sit back and kind of take a break from each other. And I feel like this is probably something that you're going through right now with this person. Like you're kind of having less communication, maybe going through a break. Maybe there has been a times where you're talking, very steady, very great, and then it kind of just slows down for a little bit. So I feel like there needs to be a lot more communication as well, because there is potential for good. Like with the two trees here, like trees bear fruit. They bear leaves and flowers and, all that great stuff. So it's like this can blossom into something really great as an outcome. But because, this is basically like a farming card and, the trees here, because of these two cards, it's really showing me that you guys need to nurture the connection together and actually make this like a team effort. So if you notice like one person is just not, texting back as much or is not really putting that much effort, one person needs to be the bigger person and be like, hey, I notice that we keep going round and round in these circles and this cycle needs to stop. So we really gotta work this out, like you both have to kind of just put on your big boy pants and really just be the bigger person. Whoever may be angry at the time, the other person needs to be a big person, for the other, and keep that going. So with the round and round card, this is showing me that there's a cycle that needs to be broken. It's showing me that right now you guys may be in this pattern, like I said, like you guys may have less communication, like you were talking for a long time and now not really. Something in that sort, there's spark and then it kind of dies down. So this is happening because it's a pattern that you both need to revisit and both really learn something from it and understand, like, why is this happening? Why do we keep doing this? Because really, like, Spirit is trying to show you, like, there's something that you're doing that keeps ending you up here in this circle, that keeps making you end up in this cycle. So you really have to look inside yourself and be like, why am I so afraid? Why do I keep backing out? What is happening with me? So this relationship will be a mix of good, but it'll also be a mix of some challenging aspects, which, like, every relationship has that. But this is something that truly needs to be worked on between you two. So I feel like what they need to say is that they notice this. They notice this pattern. They notice that, they keep falling into this pattern, or you may keep falling in this pattern, vice versa. But apply it to your situation how you see it fits. But they notice this pattern, and they notice that they keep pulling away from you, or vice versa. As I said, apply it to your situation. They keep pulling away and taking a rest, because right now, with the path and the tree, it's like they're taking a rest, and this rest is happening before they make a big decision. So I feel if you guys aren't in a stable, as I said, in a stable, steady connection right now, they're really trying to weigh out their thoughts and weigh out, like, what is going on with themselves as well, and trying to figure out, will they be strong enough to withstand the challenges that will happen in this relationship. Like, I feel like a little bit that this person may be commitment phobic. Like, I'm picking up that a little bit. Because, like, relationships have challenges. Like, you can't expect a relationship to be perfect throughout. Like, you both need to keep learning throughout that relationship. And it's like you pick that person because you can learn together, you can thrive together. But it's like this person is still kind of, afraid of it. Like, and I feel like it's probably some commitment issues here. But this relationship has strong physical potential, very strong physical potential. And what I was saying with the vision card here, it's like this person also feels like there's a loss. Like they feel like they keep being the person that's screwing up. And they know that there's so much more to gain with this relationship, but they don't know like how they can withstand that. Like how do they do that? And they're afraid that you will replace them with someone else. Okay, so I'm going to pull a card for the vision because when you see vision in this deck, like it's about something that's going to happen in the future, and we need to know a future outcome because I've been saying like there is a challenge going on now, like right here, but what is going to happen for the future between you two? Okay, so we got a card that dropped out. What is this? Ooh, yep. The High Priestess of Earth. Do you see that, guys? Like, this is basically like a farming card. Tree back here, tree here, and then strength, they're out. She's out in the forest or wherever. High Priestess of Earth. This is literally talking about stability right here. Like something that you need to nurture. Something that you need to nurture so that it can grow. So, for the future outcome of your relationship with this person, and what they really see themselves, because they know that they can't find anybody else like you, and they know that you're the type of person that they can see themselves growing with. But with this here, it talks about the High Priestess of Earth talks about like your physical world, what is going around you, what is going on around you, and you know the things that you surround yourself with. So they feel like you're somebody that's very nurturing, that can really help them get out of this rut, but they also don't want to just depend on you to get them out of this rut. They don't want you to come to them and be like, hey, what's going on? They actually want to be a big person and go to you and say like, hey, like I've been feeling this type of way and I know I keep doing this thing. Like this person wants to be more stable and strong and they want to come to you. But with this card here as well, it's talking about, you know, eating well, taking rest, and, you know, connecting with the earth. So this person needs to ground themselves more as well so they know what they're really like getting themselves into. And really this person just needs to be more mindful about about you. And I feel like they need to see more happening, like they need more tangible evidence to kind of understand this relationship. So they're seeing like, yeah, there may be some challenges, there may be some times where they pull back, there is a reoccurring pattern, there's a reoccurring cycle that needs to be broken, but they still need evidence to figure out why is this cycle going on, what is happening. So there needs to, maybe you guys should, you know, take some time, stay grounded within yourselves, and wait and see. Like, there's a lot of wait and seeing here. Like, Seven of Pentacles is also about waiting and seeing, and same with this. Like, this is something that's going to be really slow, a slow growth, because, you know, there's a lot of earth energy here, and a tree grows really slow. I feel like there's going to be a shared activity that you two do together. If you haven't had your first kiss, maybe something like that, but something that brings a lot of emotion to the surface that you do together that will make them kind of more understand, like, do I want this commitment? Can we do this together? All right? But take care of your health and your body. All right? And yeah, that's what I'm picking up for you guys. Yeah. If you feel like this is too much of a challenge for you, then don't force it on yourself if you feel like you deserve better. You know, for your own self, like you know what will be best for you. So don't be afraid. Something better will replace if you feel like this isn't going to work out, you know? Because I know some people feel a little scared to let go of things because they don't know if anything better is going to come. But don't worry, like with this vision card here too, Spirit is also letting you know like something better will replace this. Okay? So thank you so much for tuning into this reading for those of you who have chosen the Rose Quartz. I hope that you liked it. Please give me a thumbs up if you did and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye now. Alright, those of you who have chosen the Sunstone, hello, welcome to your pile. So what do they want to say to you? Their most authentic truth. Okay, so we're going to get into that. This will be a little bit of a longer reading. Like after I just did the first pile, I noticed like this is going to be a longer reading in general. So get your popcorn. So we have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Five of Swords. And we have the Two of Cups. Okay. For your oracle card, we have Rigid. Put this here. And we also have Flexible. Sorry for the little bit of the glare. I'm in front of my window, hoping that the sun doesn't go down too quickly before I finish. Okay. There. And then for your Lenormand, we have the Rider, and we have the House. And I'll put your crystal right in the middle here, so you know you've chosen the right pile. Okay. So what do they want to say to you? Sorry, I just gotta crack my back. I need to get a massage. Okay. So let's start with the tarot. I'm pretty sure anyone could read this. So basically there hasn't been an equal give and take. And they notice this. They know that. They have been letting you give and give and give and give to them. And they've been just taking it all. But they haven't been giving back to you. This person is still going through some sort of healing, some sort of just growing up that they need to do, like pull up their big boy pants or whatever, big girl pants. But it's like they see how nurturing that you are and how loving that you are, and it's kind of just so unexpected to them because they didn't expect to receive a person like you in their life. And now they know that, damn, stuff has got to change because they can't keep being in the cycle of just receiving from you, because then they're not going to get anywhere. You know, like they want to be able to have this harmonious relationship with you. This Two of Cups, this person notices they have so much feelings for you, but they've been stuck in this cycle of just this win-win mentality. Like I feel like this person is afraid to get hurt, so it's like they keep making you give to them so they know that you actually care about them, you actually want to be around them. But there's got to be a point where they just need to stop and start giving to you and not just keep having you give to them all the time, because then your relationship won't grow, your relationship won't thrive if they don't get out of this victim mentality. Okay? They have a rigid expectation, a rigid view of not really you, but in relationships in general, because I feel like this person has been hurt a lot in the past. I feel like maybe their last two relationships that they were in, they've been hurt a lot. And he's holding three swords, and this also makes me think of the Three of Swords card, you know, heartache, emotional withdrawal. Well, not emotional withdrawal, but emotional, like, well, I guess you could say emotional withdrawal. Like when you go through heartbreak, it's like you kind of just withdraw from everything. You're like, I don't even want to love again. I can't trust anyone, anything. This is what I'm getting from this card. And that was my first time ever thinking of seeing the Three of Swords in this card. So now I got a new symbolism for stuff. Okay, anyways. Yeah. So this person has been hurt a lot before in the past, and I feel like they don't want to risk getting hurt again, but they notice that you're not that type of person. They notice that you're somebody that is very nurturing, very loving, very giving, and they just got to change the way that they're doing things because they really didn't expect you to come in the way that you did. Like, I see like this is something new, a new relationship or a new person that just came into your life. You probably aren't in a relationship yet, but this is still something new, something fresh. Even if you've only known them for like 6 months to a year, like it's still something fresh. But don't have to listen to that timing range. I'm just trying to give an example. All right. So, yeah, this person has a rigid view of relationships in general. Like they're standing in between this wall, right? They can jump into this light or they can stay in their darkness. I feel like this person needs to communicate with you more about how they're feeling because I feel like this person definitely has their walls up. They have their guard up, especially with this Five of Swords card being here. Oh my gosh, this reading is just flowing so beautifully. But yeah, this person is very trapped in their own mind. It's like this person wants to come to their own conclusions before anything happens. So I feel like this person just lets like situations or people just slip out of their fingers because they're scared about what will happen next. So yeah, this card is basically just saying like don't be afraid to drop your guard a little bit. And I feel like this is not only what they want to say to you about maybe you have to let down your guard a little bit with them, but I feel like they also need to let their guard down a little bit with you. Like I definitely see that this is coming from both sides, especially with this Two of Cups here. You know, I feel like with the Two of Cups it's harmonious, so I feel like you guys are marrying each other here. But yeah, I feel like they want to tell you as well that they want to be able to drop these rigid expectations that they have of themselves and they have of you. Really, what they have, rigid expectations of what they have about relationships in general. And I feel like this person wants to tell you, like, they have been afraid to let you in and they've been afraid to see the benefit of this connection that you guys have because there is a strong connection here. And it's like, don't take this personally because this is just their way of coping. This has always been their way of doing things, you know? This is what they had before they reached this Two of Cups with you. So it has little to do with you. It's just their way of, you know, coping with emotional situations. It's like you have grabbed their heart out of their chest and they're like, I am so afraid. Like this person is just so anxious, so scared and overwhelmed. And I feel like they haven't been saying much to you and they just been very off and not very open, just cut off. And I feel like not only this shows with like their romantic relationships, but also with their friendships too. This is just how they are with people in general. They're afraid to let people in, so they kind of just try and have this victim mentality. Maybe in the past they used to be like a player or something and they would just, you know, keep guys or girls around to really just give them that sensual satisfaction, but not really anything more. Yeah. Let me get into this flexibility card now before I ramble for too long. So, or flexible card. But yeah, flexibility. this person needs to be more flexible with their reality of things, their expectations. Like, they have been set up to have a certain way of doing things, but now it's like it's time to let loose. It's time to shake your limbs and try something new. Look at things with a different perspective with this person, like in a handstand here. Yeah, so as well with this, it's like about being more adaptable and open-minded, and letting someone else, letting your partner teach you different ways of doing things, coping with things, because they need to be open to new experiences. Like, I feel like they've always had the same set of relationships, the same set of people coming into their life. They may have like a rigid view of, like, if this is a man that dates women, they have a rigid view of women and how women are like. And if this is a woman who dates man, like, vice versa. They have a way of viewing men. They may have a way of viewing women. Like, if this is another woman dealing with another woman, they have a certain view of how women are. If there's another man dealing with another man, they have a certain view of how men are. You know what I mean? So, this card is really telling you to let go of rigidity, which is very interesting how this card, rigid, came out here as well, because this is them right now, and this is how they're supposed to be, more flexible. Looking from above looking from onto the other side here. But also with this card, it's like, as I said, like, this person may have a victim mentality, like they always need to be the winner. So with this card here, it's showing you that this person needs to not always feel like they need to be right. They need to stop trying to like prove things all the time, because sometimes they can be wrong. Sometimes you can be wrong, but who cares? Like, I feel like they still need to like deflate their ego, and they need to meet you halfway, really. They need to meet you halfway at this mark. And I also feel like this person has noticed that maybe you were totally different than they expected. Maybe you weren't 100% like their type. They're not going to say this to you, but maybe even they're like, they thought that you weren't their type because you were just out of their league. But you're somebody that's very special because you have different ideals and different experiences and things to teach them, and this will also help them release their old ideas of what is right, who is right, how to do something this way. And I feel like that's also something that they're afraid of, like being able to see things with a different light. They're just going to feel like, holy shit, like I've been looking at life like the wrong way. Like, not really the wrong way, but they're going to feel like, have I been living a lie? Like, they have this expectation. So once that expectation, that ego is just dropped, they're going to be like, oh my goodness, why did it take this long? You know what I mean? But you broke down their walls. You definitely did. And that's something that they want to say to you too. Like, you really changed their outlook. So with the Rider in the house here, which also pushes more, that verifies more of what I'm saying, is this person has a fear of things that are unfamiliar, things that are out of their tradition. And you swooped in, you're like, all right, things got to change. Some habits got to be changed right now. You can't be doing the same habit. You can't be, going through the same cycle. So it's like you kind of interrupted their way of doing things, but it had to be done. They can't keep living like this. All right? So that's what I'm picking up for you guys that have chosen the Sunstones pile 2. If you like this reading, please give a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye now. All right, last but not least, those of you who have chosen the lapis lazuli, welcome to your pile. So what do they want to say to you? What is their authentic truth in regards to this connection? Let's figure it out. So we have the Ten of Cups, the Fool, the Queen of Cups. Sorry for a little bit of the glare up there. Next, for your oracle cards, we have Self-Worth. And we also have Yang. Then for your Lenormand, we have the Devianator, or also known as the Wild card. And we have the Book. I was going to say the Secrets. I was like, that's not what this is. We have the Book. Okay. So what do they want to say to you in regards to this connection? How are they feeling about it? Kind of all of that. So we're going to start with the tarot. This person has felt an immediate connection to you. They felt immediately like you are home to them. That this connection feels like home. Like you are super comforting and nurturing and loving. Especially if you are represented by this Queen of Cups energy here. Like you are somebody that, you know, when you notice something is wrong, like you pick it up so easily. Like you're very empathic, right? So this person wants to follow their heart and just come towards you and, you know, take that risk, because I feel like this connection may be something that's new, something that, you know, even if you guys have been together for some sort of time, you've been talking for some sort of time, this person really just wants to take it to the next level. Depending on where you're at with this connection, this could be next level as in boyfriend, girlfriend, or, you know, girlfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, boyfriend, you know, just dating, or next level as in engagement, next level as in marriage. But yeah, this person just wants to kick things up a notch. They really, with this Yang card, it's like they have that possibility of making things happen. And with the Fool is like all about, you know, jumping into new adventures, jumping into new experiences. So this person really is manifesting, you know, their thoughts, their emotions, their thoughts about having this joyful family with you, having this very stable connection with you into reality, you know, into a concrete physical thing, physical relationship. And really, they feel like this is the perfect time to act. Yeah, they feel like this is the perfect time to make action on this. And they really just want to start a new life with you for sure, especially with the Yang and the Ten of Cups together. Like, the Yang is masculine energy, and this is the card of like a happy family, blessings. So it's like they really want to have this new start with you, with the Fool here. And this can be anything, really. You know, if you are together already, they might want to, you know, have a family. And if you don't want to have a family, if this isn't like something that is possible for you or whatever, if you don't feel like that's it, this person just wants to, you know, have more stability there. So this can be something as an engagement. This can be something as in, you know, dating, like I'm repeating myself, but this can also be something as in, you know, taking like trips together, like doing more intimate things together, like, you know, traveling or, you know, just going on new adventures with this Fool card here. Yeah, so they feel like what is going on around them physically is supporting their actions right now. Like I feel like they have reach this fulfillment emotionally, but also, maybe their bank account is looking a lot more hefty, a lot more heavy. So they're like, yeah, I can definitely like go on a few trips with this person. I can definitely, do all of this. They really just want to be able to spoil you and have a new life with you. Something new and exciting is coming in that this person wants to tell you about. I feel like it's still a secret here, so I'm not going to expose really what that is. So I feel like this is like, this is a secret, Faith. Don't expose. But yeah, I'm seeing that this person definitely wants to make the first move with that yang here, and it's also number one. So they want to make the first move. They actually want to come to you and be like, okay, let's do this. And we're doing it now. No regrets. And I also see, like, with yang as well, it's about taking the lead. And this person wants to take the lead in this relationship and actually want to start doing more, pursuing more with you. And with the self-worth, I feel like this person has come into a lot more confidence, has been, believing in themselves, and they feel like, I gotta keep my head up. I gotta be more honest with myself. I need to be more honest with you because you are worthy of the best. And I need to be the best for you to be happy, And I need to be the best for myself too. So I can be happy, so I can make you happy, So it's also about, taking what you value and just making it like, or what am I saying? It's about like thinking of what do you value and how are you going to make that beneficial to your life experience together. All right. I feel like I'm going to pull one more oracle card for this because this is just kind of talking about the person a little bit. So I'm going to pull one more oracle card. I feel like this pile is very straightforward. The last two, there was a lot to be unwinded and said, but this one's very straightforward. Like, this person's going to make a move on you, for you, for the better of your life together. They're coming out of this feeling of lack of self-worth, and now they believe in themselves more, so it's like they're full of life and ready to take on an adventure. I'm just going to pull one more card for you guys. See what Spirit will give to us. There we go. Focus. Focus, camera. So we got focus. So this is really about figuring out like what you want and focusing on that and really actually like pulling the bow back and letting it release and actually working on that. Like, this person definitely wants a future with you, and it's like they're not letting anything get in their way and stopping them. So it's like basically a reminder that they're letting go of distractions in their life, and they have the courage now. They have that self-confidence now to give this relationship their all. And it's basically saying like, this person, like, they're keeping their eye on the prize, which is you. You're their target. They want to make sure that you feel fulfilled. They want to make sure that you feel good, and they want to create that unity together. So although they can't really control the outcome, like, they have this expectation of having like a happy ending with you, like a happy, loving, fulfilling ending. And I feel like that's also very healthy for them to know, like, I can't really control the outcome of it, but I know what my heart wants, and I'm just going to go and leap and see how that turns out, see how that goes. So yeah, this person is really ready to achieve this with you, and they know they have to focus before they take aim. But this is also a good sign that they will achieve what they want with you, which I'm not going to go into too much detail what it is because this seems like a secret. But with these two cards together, it speaks of honesty, motives, and truth. So they have a motive of what will happen between you two and how things are going to go. This person is going to come through with more honest, truthful communication with you. I'm definitely seeing a new start, a new life. Yeah, this is basically about the matters of the heart. The heart wants what it wants, and this person wants you. So yeah, that's what I'm getting for you guys that chose pile 3, the lapis lazuli. That was very straightforward, kind of short. But if you like this reading, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye now.